what's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the DC animated movie Batman the Doom That Came to Gotham. Now this series like the version that I have of it like on Blu-ray. Now this is based on like the graphic novel of the same name, which is about like Batman confronting like these various like different type of like, well, the story itself is basically like an Elseworld tale. So it has Batman like taking place like in the 20s, 1920s if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1920s Gotham City, and there's also like various different versions of like the Robins. Now you have like a Dick Grayson type version of like Robin and so, but they're not really like Robin in this particular film. But Batman himself is really there, and he's actually dealing with like these various like different like I guess you could say like Elseworld type of monsters and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things that is kind of cool about it, I like how Batman does look in this particular film too, like his style, like the way it's like suit and cowl and all that looks. I think it's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Gotham by Gaslight. It's like very similar kind of take. That was like an Elseworld type tale, like a graphic novel, but they made that as like an animated movie too as well. But this particular film is basically about, like I said, like Batman confronting like various different like forces of like this otherworldly type thing, because it's like an Elseworld tale. Because like a lot of the various like creatures or monsters and stuff in the particular film have like a H.P. Lovecraft type style to them. I think even the story from what I was saying was even like that too. All the various like different, like even like the look of the film at times, but basically like the creatures and so on, or like enemies or whatever, they have like this like weird, bizarre looking like creature type look to them, you know. Because one of the things cool about it is they take like a lot of the Batman like rogue gallery enemies. It's like you have like Two-Face, you have like Croc, you know, like Ivy, and so on, all kind of different characters. They like in forms of like they look like bizarre looking, but you can tell who they were like based on. So I don't want to get into all those, could kind of ruin it. I already kind of almost revealed all the villains that do show up, you know. But like I said, they I guess when you look at the film, like the main antagonist of the film is really like Ra's al Ghul and like Talia al Ghul, because they're kind of there in the film, like in their own like Elseworld type versions, you know, the way they look. Now you have other characters who show up too as well, like Alfred's really there, like Commissioner Gordon's there, of course like Barbara Gordon, all them kind of make appearances, and I guess that's kind of spoiling the film that they all show up. But again, this is not like the Gotham City that we know. This is like an Elseworld version of Gotham City, and it is set like in the 1920s, because it does reveal like, you know, how Bruce Wayne's parents were killed and so on, and he goes away this time for 20 years, but then he returns with these different versions of Robins and so on. And this is also when he takes up the mantle of being Batman too as well. But when he found out who killed his parents, it's kind of different from what really happened like in the true like storyline, say as far as like Joe Chill killing his parents. So it's like somebody else who killed his parents, which I thought was kind of interesting. And like another major character in the story is Oliver Queen, like the Arrow, Green Arrow. He makes an appearance in this particular story too as well. So I thought that was kind of cool. And there's like other characters like the Penguin. He kind of shows up, like I said, he's all like Elseworld type versions of these particular characters, Arkham Asylum and all that kind of stuff too as well. But like I say, the art of the film, like the animation itself is like well done as usual with these like DC animated films like from Warner Bros. Like the animation is just beautiful in the film, and I like a lot of the cool action scenes where he's like fighting and all that kind of stuff. A lot of that stuff is well done too as well. And like I say, I think the look of Batman in this particular film is done pretty good too as well. Now I would like to touch on like some of the voice actors, because there's like so many. Like you have David, I think Gaiatoli as Bruce Wayne Batman. You have Christopher Gorham as Oliver Queen, John DiMaggio, yeah, as James Gordon, Patrick Fabian as Harvey Dent Two-Face, Brian George as Alfred, Jason Marsden as Dick Grayson, even young Bruce Wayne, because you could see like versions of Bruce Wayne when he was like young. Like Navid Negabon as Ra's al Ghul, Emily O'Brien as Talia al Ghul. You also will have Lucius Fox in here too as well. He's voiced by Tim Ross, Kirk Longstrom. I'm not gonna touch on like everybody, Penguin, Oswald, Cobblepot. It's like all these various different characters. Like I said, Barbara Gordon, but I'm not gonna touch on all of them. And it is directed by Sam Liu too as well. But in it's just very like bizarre and so on. Like I kind of want to give it a C, but it was still kind of like a pretty entertaining film. Like I said, I like the look of it. You know, it was something kind of different. It really just takes you out like the very seriousness of like the Batman, like, you know, story or whatever, because it's like an Elseworld tale. But then I'm just going to give it a B minus. I thought it was still like pretty entertaining and enjoyable, but I would definitely recommend it. And I haven't read the graphic novel, so I don't know how true to that story that it is. But I'm giving this a B minus. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.